It feels like I've cornered myself into a niche market on my YouTube channel because every time near enough I do something different about the National Congress or what's happening with COVID, I just don't get the views. But as soon as I mention anything related to the Three Gorges Dam, then boom, I get over 1,000 views. Usually, not always. It's sort of very strange. So I thought I would separate some of my videos on this particular channel. And this is just about the Three Gorges and nothing else at all. Let's see if it works. Who knows? Yeah. So, first of all, a warm welcome to the channel, and let's go straight into the levels of the largest hydropower dam near enough in the world. Kutan is at the top of the reservoir of the Three Gorges, and for those people who don't know, the reservoir is round about 660 kilometers long with an average depth of, I don't know, like 150 meters, for example. It's humongous. Kutan is at the top. This is Chongqing, and when it's at green, the levels mean it's gone down, which is 168.01. You do have some other levels there, but we can go down to the Three Gorges Reservoir itself, and when it's in red, it means it's gone up at 155.94. We'll check out the weather in a moment or two, but we can see the inflow and the outflow. Inflow is 21,000 and the outflow is 11,500. Please do note, this does come from the Chinese Ministry of Water Resources. I do cross-check it with other websites for you related to the levels, etc. And near enough, most time they are the same. Maybe it's just computer generated. I just find it a bit weird that a government website is on a non-secure link. And with that, let's have a look at the weather of central China for the next 2, maybe 3 days. It goes like this. What else is happening with the Three Gorges? Well, before and for quite a few years, it did have a webcam, so you could see exactly what was happening. Either this was a front stream, back stream, or side stream. Nowadays, if you go into this website related to streams, it says Three Gorges Dam, Yangtze River, but for about 5 months now, they've been showing a webcam of Shandong province, which is a zillion billion miles away. So that doesn't help, but we can go to satellite images. But the satellite image today is from Sentinel Hub. It was on for the 7th, yesterday of October, but it didn't take a full picture, so we don't have the full thing related to the dam. And I tried to zoom it in to about 500 meters so you can see clearly. Anything more than that and it gets a little bit blurred. But give me another 3 or 4 days and hopefully the satellite image will be a lot clearer. But if there's cloud in the way, we just don't know. Let's take a break and we will be back. In recent days, there was an article on the internet. Three Gorges Dam, do the benefits outweigh the problems? Its efficiency is still questioned. Near enough completed in 2006, and with everything else being completed like the lift and the elevator, electricity, generators being installed, it near enough starts to be fully operational in 2012. And if you go to any Chinese website related to it, it will say it's marvelous, it's all controlled by state media, and it will show maximum electricity output, etc., like that. But does it outweigh the problems? Well, personally, I think this dam was built just for a showcase rather than anything else. It's like one of the tallest building in the world in Dubai, whatever it's called. I just can't remember the name. It's just a showcase. It's like 808 meters tall. It's a great place to look at. It actually looks quite ugly in Dubai, but I digress of that. It's the same thing with the Three Gorges. They said at first this will produce electricity for 100 million people. Now, in Wuhan, when I was there like 2 or 3 decades ago, well, you did need electricity. But the electricity doesn't go to Wuhan. It actually goes to Shanghai and Shenzhen, more developed cities that need a vast amount of electricity. So not to Wuhan. So that's one problem. And does it produce enough electricity? Well, the answer is no. I think in recent studies it was only for 10 million people, which is, I'm trying to think of a city, which is enough electricity for Wuhan just alone. That has 11 million people. So it didn't produce what they said it was promised to do. Does it stop the floods? Well, basically no. After a while, the water builds up behind the dam and they would release the sluice gates like happened in 2020. That didn't happen. The fish, the environment, the fish, how are they going to climb this colossal dam? They can't. They can only do it through the ship's locks or ship's elevators. But I don't think there's a natural fish run that goes up step by step that they can jump into it. And it's a long jump of 150 meters or so. It shouldn't have been, and this is what I've said many times, it shouldn't have been built at all. It's just a showcase and a complete waste of close to 30 to 40 billion American dollars. But this is China, Chinese government for you. They want to show off. They make the facade and then they hide between it. Do we know truly what's going on with the Three Gorges Dam? No, because it's under a lot of secrecy and it's under a lot of military control. Some people say there's nuclear power underneath. Some people it's Bitcoin mining, even though Bitcoin has been banned in China. Some people say so many different theories, but we just don't have any evidence. The only evidence we can find related to the Three Gorges Dam would be photography. When someone goes there and we can examine the photographs very carefully to see what's happening, like the true levels, whatever. China doesn't have a good reputation of telling the truth. They say they're going to do one thing and then they get to do completely the opposite, and they just make an excuse to do that. Hong Kong is a great example. The South China Sea Islands are a great example, etc. It's the same with the Three Gorges Dam. They hide with the utmost secrecy. And as I mentioned before, someone who works on the Three Gorges Dam cannot say to a colleague who's working on a dam 40 kilometers away. It's that secret. They're not allowed to. It's like signing the Secrets Act, like James Bond would, or if you work for the CIA, for example. So problems, I think, outweigh the actual benefit, because there is very little benefit of it apart from it looking quite marvelous. But from a distance. And is it well maintained? We don't know. The list goes on, and I am really ranting and raving with this, so I think it's time for a little break. So a little bit of advertising on the Tokyo and Pickle channel. I have the same video which is here, and I will try to put all the links in the description below. And also a little bit later today, hopefully, I'm going to be showing off some of the floods which have been happening in Vietnam. But for now, I will leave you. I will ask you politely to like, subscribe, and share with your friends on your social media, etc. It really does help the algorithm to make the channel grow. And whatever happens with the Three Gorges Dam, I will put in. But I also want to do other shows as well. And it's just working in this niche. And again, do tune in every day at your time. My time is 6:30 in the evening when this video is released, which is 7:30 Hong Kong, and at the moment I think that is 12:30 lunchtime in the UK. I can't work it out in America, but just take it from GMT or take it from UK time, then that's going to be a lot easier. Be well, be safe, be happy. I hope you find these videos interesting and enjoyable. And if you do want to support my work, then clicking the super thanks will help it will help Pickle with her upkeep. Again, thank you. I'm waffling. Better say goodbye for now. Cheerio. Bye-bye.